How you doing, man?
I'm good, Becker. How are you?
Sheesh. Good to see you.
Thank you.
You've been through some things since the last time we sat down and talked.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, right? When was the last time, man? I was trying to look this up real quick. Let me look this up when you were here. How long ago was Tiger here? Let's see. It says about 2 months ago, something like that. Somewhere around 2 months ago. Might be like headed on 3 months now, give or take. Let's talk about you. So you're fresh out of LA County Jail. You're fresh out, and let's talk about what transpired since the last time I saw you.
My uncle surrendered my bail, so when I went to court, they took me into custody right away. Yeah.
Okay, so they surrender your bail, and so people didn't know you were fighting a case. Yeah. I knew you were fighting a case, but it's not something that you shared on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm still fighting it. My next court date's in January. Yeah, I do have to say, look, I think with your help and everyone's prayers, actually, I was able to post bail again the day before I went to court. So
is it a heavy case you're fighting?
Yeah.
It's a heavy case.
Heavy case, yeah. So far right now, the major stuff that carried a life sentence, I got the judge dismissed that, right?
So you don't want to get into detail about the case, obviously, because it's an open case, which probably be stupid to do, right? We're not going to do that. Yeah. But so you got out and you got yourself caught up again. Shit happens, right? And so it's a major case. So major that you said you got the life sentence thrown out? Interesting, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes the hard-headed never learn. I don't know. I hate to use any of those, but,
Yeah.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back at the same courthouse where I was convicted, almost 20 years ago. So the bailiff over there, I remember the first day I went to court, they already recognized me. Like, weren't you here a while back? I was like, yeah. I guess they been still there and haven't retired, so they still remembered me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy they remember you. Because back then, you were a lot younger, right? How much time did you do again?
I was in county jail 2 years fighting the case, and I ended up taking the deal for 15, so I ended up doing 17 years altogether.
17 years.
17 years. Yeah.
Okay. And so what do you think crosses their mind when the bailiff or people that recognize you see you back in there?
They probably look shocked or, disbelief, So, originally, remember when I posted bail so I can fight it from home, and then I can get my arrangements together. So they didn't expect me to see me again when my uncle surrendered the bail. No one knew that was gonna happen, So he got upset over because originally my bond is $500,000, so we needed the bondsman needed collateral, right? I don't own a house. So my uncle willing to put up. When he went to my plea and my during my court case, he saw the witnesses was lying and it's messed up, what's going on. So he needed, my grandma told him my uncle to bring me home. So he said, I don't have cash, but I could put up a house for you for collateral.
Yeah.
So that's how I was, he wanted me home so I can, fight this from home is better than sitting in there. It's not doing nothing for me.
So what people don't know is when you were on the podcast, you were on bail.
Yeah, that's
a part of the life that you didn't, a part of your story that you didn't share. Yeah. And so we do the podcast. Now you guys know Dude was on bail for a fucking serious case. And the same night of the podcast, your business got
burglarized
too. And we don't got to get into detail about that. But
and it had vertigo.
And you had vertigo.
That's what when you're telling me where you at. I'm like, I ended up being late because I was trying to get ready for your podcast today. As soon as I got a haircut, the lady, as soon as she washed my hair, I got up. I just passed out. I fell and ate shit. I hit the floor, you know?
You from vertigo.
Yeah, vertigo.
And that's got to do with a lot of stress on you, bro. Mad stress, bro.
Yeah.
Do you, I mean, how do you deal with your stress?
Now? Right?
Well, even back then, like, how would you deal with your stress? Are you just, it was so heavy that you just couldn't shake it off?
Yeah, I couldn't look at shake it off. I think it's just too many things at once, you know? Because when I came home, everything you can imagine happened, you know? Those 3 months I was gone before I made bail the first time, like, I came home, everything was left in, you know, my house was just left in disarray. My own so-called homie stabbed me behind my back. Like, he emptied out my bank account. Like, whatever I had of value, he pawned all my shit, you know? So, yeah, like, everywhere I turned, like, either anything that, whoever I thought was my friends, they helped themselves to everything I had. Took my dog, took my cars.
Wait, when was this, though? Just recently?
Before I did a podcast with you.
Oh, so you were already kind of like on a downward spiral, rolling concurrent with an open case you have. I was looking for the word concurrent. Apologize. And so everything, your world is just basically crashing down on you. You know, did it start from the case? I mean, is it karma coming back and fucking bop? You know, do you feel like it's karma? You done people wrong, so now it's coming back to you?
I felt like it. Well, their excuses are, from my understanding, they thought that I'm not. They thought I said I'm done. I'm cooked. You know.
Yeah.
So everybody just cleaned me out.
So when you caught that case, then they started taking advantage of you.
Yeah.
So they were kind of like snakes in the grass already.
Yeah.
They were waiting for you. They were kind of like, you know, plotting on your downfall, so to speak. You know, they were never on your side. Smiles in your face, and as soon as you hit the floor, ready to kick you while you're down. And these were what you called your friends at the time.
Yeah. I was heartbroken. Like, you know, like I think when I realized everything was done when I like that. I think it was the first day. I think the following day, because that night I didn't able to assess the damage. But the following day, that evening, like, I sat in
the evening of what? The podcast, after the podcast?
After the day I bailed out, the first time I bailed out.
Okay, the first time you bailed out.
Yeah.
That was leading up to the podcast. Okay.
Yeah, I sat in when, you know, the lights off in my house, and I was sitting there in tears. You know, I couldn't believe it. These are people I knew for years. I did whenever anyone needed anything, I dropped everything and I go on my way, and I did whatever I can to help them. You know.
Why do you think these people, like, did you not see it? Did you not see, you know, what do they call it, like wolves in sheep clothing? Did you not see it? Did you not say, hey, I don't know if I can really trust this fool, man?
Yeah.
Are you too nice to a point of just potentially being a little gullible, in a sense? And I don't mean no disrespect, brother. I'm just saying, like you're so nice, bro, that people just taking advantage of it. I mean, what is it? What do you think? If you had to assess yourself.
Because the day, remember, look, I told when the day I came home, I was poor, right? Like dirt shit poor. I only had $1 to my name. And that's when I met Claudia. So I told myself then, like, when I do better, I know how it feels to be in that.
Without
nothing, you know what I mean? So I came home nothing, you know, like, and I went in as a minor. So, you know, back then we were poor. So no money to afford attorney thing. So, but public defender, that's how I was able to get washed up real fast. But when I came home, as I was able to get blessed and able to meet people to help me out and get on my own feet, I always told myself when I do better, everyone that I met around me, I was trying to, like,
you're gonna pay it forward.
Yeah, pay for it, correct.
Yeah.
So it was hard for me to say no, and I mean, I don't want to get in detail, but I have everybody from every walk of life, right? Came and gave me every sap story, whatever you name it. So it's hard for me to say no. Like I know how that feels when no one believed in me, and so I wanted to take a chance trying to help the other individual to get him out of whatever he's in, some type of trouble, or he's in the hole, or he's about to lose his house, or whatever. You know what I mean? The struggle he's in.
Let me ask you this. That's kind of interesting, bro. Yeah. So when you were doing bad, were these people around you?
No.
Okay. So
crazy thing is, like my own group, or the people that I gave up my life for, right?
Yeah.
Those are the first to turn their back on me.
Wow.
Yeah.
It be like that sometimes, bro.
Yeah.
It be like that. It's unfortunate, bro, and I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah. But it be like that. Is there a reason why? Was it the group in whole that turned their back on you, or was it just a couple individuals, man?
Times change, right? Back then when we grew up, money wasn't the object. Everyone was like dirt poor, so we were living every day like life by the edge of the knife, right?
Yeah.
So everybody's either gangbang or try to like make a name for themselves. It's either you about the life or you're not.
Yeah.
Now it's like it's the total opposite. Everybody's trying to like flex for the Instagram, or it's this whole, you know what I mean?
Everybody's competing with each other in a sense of like their morals and principles are out the door.
Correct,
now.
Right. So an individual can, let's say, he can know that dude's a rat. He's no good, right? But they don't care. They put all the business aside. He knows he can line his pockets, make him fat.
Oh, right? Shit, yeah.
So it's like, since I come home, I don't got nothing to offer, bring to the table. The youngsters get the pretty much are up on the scale. I mean, have a higher rank than me, right? I came home. I can't believe I'm right back to the bottom again.
Yeah, in the sense of the neighborhood thing.
Yeah.
Okay, but it'd be like that though, bro. Because once you step out, like, well, you would think that you would have, they would put forward X amount of respect towards you. You know, doing the time, you know, keeping it solid, right? Yeah. You know, getting out and showing you respect of an OG, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
But I guess this day and age, man, you know, and I you know, I can only. I hear what you're saying, bro. You know what I mean? And I see it all across the board, you know? And it just is what it is. Time change.
Yeah.
Times change, man. And you just gotta see it, and you gotta just, you know, move forward, you know, accordingly.
Correct.
Right?
When I realized, Lucky, my first interaction was a youngster. He's like from my group, right? He made a comment to me around, it's like around the year I came home, you know? The first year I came home. He said something in the sense of, I remember we were at work one day, and he told me, "Hey, what you went in for? I heard you got out." I was like, "Oh, gang banging." He said, "Oh, okay." And then he's like, "Well," he told me that, I was smart enough when I joined. I told my homies that I'm not gang bang. I just want to make money. And I was like, "What are you trying to say?" Right? So he's like, "So you trying to say I'm stupid for gangbanging?" And I told him, he said, "Well, I'm just letting you know, like, I make the smart decision just to make money." I'm like, "Look, check this out, you little prick," right? In my time, either you gangbang or you don't. You don't even have a fucking choice. So I told him that the blood spilled, everybody that died or went to jail, right? That's the only reason why you even have this opportunity. So I said, don't even get it twisted. You know what I mean? But that's the attitude, Lucky, they gave me from the start as soon as I came home. So I'm just like, I'm cool, bro. You know, after I seen this shit, I'm cool. I'm just gonna do my thing and just step away, you know?
100%, bro. Yeah, it was kind of like a fucking, it was a super big time disrespect, bro.
Yeah.
Backhanded motherfucking comment. Man. And, you know, bro, he's lucky, dog, that you done fucking, you know, bop. You know what I mean? You know, give him a little bit of a black eye or something, a fat lip, dog, you know? Yeah. But it is what it is. You know, it's just a different era, you know? And sometimes a person that has money, I've noticed, in the game will get in different situations, and a lot of times it happens, bro. They'll get more respect than the person. That dude can have money, bro, but he's just a fucking, you know, he's a pussy, bro. He's a punk, you know. But he can he can trump the dude that's all heart and you really got to watch out for, you know? And it's just the way it is, bro. You know, money talks, bullshit walks, and motherfuckers are gonna, you know, they're gonna sell their soul for whatever they're gonna sell their soul for. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Now, me personally, I don't like fucking selling my soul, bro. Right. You know, I like to, I'm stubborn, dog. Right. You know what I mean? I guess I'm an old stubborn motherfucker, bro. But I just like to stand on my principles, stand on my business, and if I say something, you know, most of the time I like to stand on it. But I can always be corrected too, bro. You know what I mean? I can be in the heat of the moment. Mm-hmm. I can be, you know, you guys know me, dog. I'll be a fucking emotional feeling in my shit sometimes, dog. Fuck, homie. I'm fucking all fucked up in all kinds of different ways. Maybe sometimes I ain't have my medication. Maybe he didn't have his medication that day. Maybe he needed the medication. And maybe I'm rambling the fuck off right now. But I want to get back to this. So you got blessed, and then all of a sudden you started having all these people that ended up doing you wrong, but coming to you and sharing their, you know, their sad stories with you. Yeah. And you're like, oh man, I was down for 16 years. I got, you know, I've been dirt poor forever. I was living on fucking underneath the freeway in the car. I remember when you shared that story, you know, you were homeless for a minute, you know, when they wanted you to sleep in the fucking living room, you know what I mean? And you had all your family right there and you're just like, man, this is a little too much for me. You know, you've experienced the bottom of the barrel sort of in life. Yeah. You know? And so you get blessed, bro. Why do you think you got blessed? You just met the right people, you know, showed them that, hey, man, I'm a stand-up dude, you know what I mean? Let's work. And they believed in you, led you in the right direction, helped you get on your feet. Is that pretty much the way it happened? Like the people fuck with you to help you get on your feet, right?
My parents, well, not my real father, but my stepdad and my mom been like very supportive for me, you know? And he actually... He's been real father to me doing more than my own dad. Actually, even on this recent when my uncle surrendered my bail, my own dad turned his back on me too. My mom literally went over there and begged him, and then my homie told me that he cussed her out. He straight cussed her out, and then said that, you know, you raise him, you deal with him. I don't want nothing to do with this. So, but my stepdad, he co-signed for me, and then everybody, you know, like my uncle, my good uncle, not the bad one. They put together their funds and brought me home. But from day one, like since I came home, he gave me a job, mentored me, bought me a you know, Movado. That to me is this pretty expensive watch. Like I never had anything nice like that. Yeah. Co-signed for me for my first vehicle. Yeah, he did everything you can imagine to help me get back on my feet. You know. Yeah.
And so. But I'm trying to get to, you know, everybody, when you caught that case, they thought you were done with. And the same people that you helped, that came with these sob stories, you helped, were the first individuals that when you caught that case, they started fucking robbing you, taking your shit?
Yeah. Yeah, by the time, you know, I don't have, I don't know nobody's phone number by heart. So
nobody does, bro.
Yeah, my parents, they didn't know what happened to me. So... by the time my mom and my stepdad, they tried to intervene, they came and visited me in county jail. Like, by then almost more than 2 months went by. So when I tried to have them, you know, like check up on my home and this and that, like, it was too late. You know what I mean? Like they already cleaned me the fuck out already. So
cold shot.
Yeah,
it's kind of like it's kind of like, I hate to say it, bro, but it's kind of like the way the dope game works. You know what I mean? Like if you got the dope spot. And you slanging your shit and you get popped, homie, like your spot, homie, all that shit you had in there, it's gone, bro. A lot of time it should be gone unless you got like a solid old lady or something that's gonna keep the motherfuckers, keep the wolves away, you know what I mean? Back them off. Yeah. But you didn't have anybody, you didn't have a solid one to go right away and be like, hey, the homie busted, let me make sure his shit is cool. You didn't have one person to do that for you?
I thought I did.
That's cold, bro. That's when you, homie, if something like that happens to me, bro, that shit, and I wasn't expecting it, that shit gonna scare the shit out of me, dog. And that gonna put me on a motherfucking rampage, bro. You don't even want to see me on that motherfucking level. I'm not saying that you need to go on that, but I'm just saying that shit will fucking bug me the fuck out, homie.
Yeah.
All the people that I thought that I could trust, all of a sudden get my shit, homie. I'm getting them for even if they ain't got nothing, bro. I'm gonna take their dirty ass shoes off their motherfucking feet, bro. You know what I mean? I'm coming for the little that they have, bro, to make sure they ain't got nothing by the time I'm done with them. But that's me going into the place where I don't like to be at, you know what I mean? But damn, dog, that shit must have fucking destroyed you, dog. Really motherfucking, like, did you find out about this? So this happened when you got busted, originally got busted, right? So then you got out and you're dealing with all this shit. Bam, you do the podcast. The night of the podcast, your shit gets fucking jacked. Your business gets jacked, burglarized, right? And then fucking a little after that, you end up back in the county jail? And that's when your uncle pulled the house, right? I'm trying to get back on track right here because we are all over the place, you know what I mean? And we need to have a timeline. So your uncle pulls your bail for reasons that I believe you shared a minute ago, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden, how do you get busted? You went to court and they took you in? Is that what happened? Okay.
He sent a bounty hunter to the courthouse.
Oh, they sent a bounty hunter to the courthouse, man. That's a cold shot.
I knew because when I went to the court, I saw an Asian guy with a manila folder, right? You know, walking out. He looked dead ass right at me.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's weird. What this fool's making eye contact with me for?
Yeah.
Got up, went to the restroom, right? He sat on the bench where we're waiting to get called in for court.
Yeah.
But he sat like in the corner like this with his trying to hide his face. He was on the phone the entire time. Then I'm just like, and that's what my lawyer told me. He's like, there's a bond agent there. He said, at the courthouse asking for your case. I was like, and so I told my lawyer, what does that mean? He said, hey, that mean by that he told me that they're gonna take you into custody. Is there something wrong with your bill? And I told my lawyer, like, no. I said, I paid the bond and everything. You know what I mean? Like, everything's fine. I even called my uncle too. He played it off and everything. That cold motherfucker, like, man, he's like, oh, where you at, court? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be there right now. Blah blah blah, whatever. Didn't even see it coming. So my mom and my stepdad went to my courthouse. So my case. So she was in tears. She was brokenhearted when they put the cuffs on me.
So you go into the county jail, bro.
Yeah.
And how was your experience in the county jail?
Bad. I mean, you can see by the weight I lost, like how, you know what I mean? Like this is just for a month.
Yeah.
I mean, back there, so it hasn't gotten no better. It's still bad or worse. Like I was they had me on the 2000 floor, so Free Freddy's still there. Like the light, there was no light. They told me the light's been broken already because the dude that was my cellie, his name was Douglas Bradford. They got him for a murder cold case for 35 years ago, and they brought him down from the penitentiary. I think that his case got thrown out from the Ninth Circuit, and then he's back again at the courthouse, and DA's trying to refile it. His shit's over on Dateline and everything. But anyways, he was my cellmate. He's sitting there telling me his whole story and everything. But he told me, I've been here for going on now 3 months, and there's no light. I'm just in pure darkness. The phone, they barely fixed it. He said that was broken for 3 months as well. They
still have the pay phones in the cells?
They do. It's not collect call no more, but
you got to get a calling card or something.
You have to get a PIN number. When you get housed. But so the phone call is free, but because the phone call is free, they jacked up the prices in the canteen.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so like a sausage, like summer sausage is like $8. A bag of hot Cheetos like $10. So everything's spiked up in there. And the canteen list is not like before. It's very small now, very small and simple. So you can't even order that much items.
So what can you say? What courthouse you got snatched up in?
Pomona
Courthouse. And so did they took you to the substation, or did they take you straight to LA County Jail?
Yeah, I was lucky actually. I flew an event for one of my colleagues.
Wait, you what?
I flew an event for my colleague in TJ. So on the way back, that's when they flagged me in secondary, and I got picked up from over there. I got picked up from before you cross get cut across the United States.
Wait, you got picked up before you crossed the United States?
Yeah, that's where I didn't get picked up here. I got picked up coming back from TJ.
Okay, but I thought you were in the courtroom and there was a bail bondsman there for you.
Yeah,
a bounty hunter.
Yeah, on the recent before I went in.
Okay, don't get me confused on this shit. Huh? Yeah. No,
I thought you were talking about where they got me at. I didn't get me at the courthouse. They got me the first time at in TJ.
Yeah, no, we're talking about in the courthouse right now, bro.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you're don't confuse me, dog. That's why we're gonna throw this shit all the way sideways and shit. So we're talking about you when the bail got pulled. Your uncle pulled his house off it. Mm-hmm. The bondsman is there to snatch you up. Did you go to LA County Jail from there? From Pomona?
I did.
And you went through the processing? Mm-hmm. How's the processing? Is it still forever?
Yeah, still forever. It took me a day, I think a whole day to get housed.
A whole day to get housed through the processing, bounce you around from cell to cell?
Yeah, because I got, they gave me a new booking number, so it took, I had to catch the last bus from the courthouse to get to LA County, and from there, going through the whole medical screening and all that. I don't know how I can't see there's no time, so I don't know how long that was. And then remember when they take you to then they throw you in a tank and.
So that process has never changed in LA County Jail. The process to get in there is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's a bitch.
Yeah.
And when you finally get housed, you're ready to just hit that rack and chill out.
Yeah, you're pretty exhausted. Just waiting to lay down already, Yeah.
Here we go right here. These are our Hoodstock sponsors. We are sponsored by Marijuana cannabis-infused sodas, all right? It's two sisters. One smokes, the other one bakes. Together, they make an awesome combination. Check them out on Instagram, Marijuana Foods Co., or visit their website, which is drinkmj.com. Check it out. This right here, man, is a perfectly infused soda, kind of like a jarrito. Man, you can wash the burrito down, but at the same time, you get a little bit of faded. I mean, it's got the perfect balance, if you ask me, man. Check them out at drinkmj.com. If you have an annuity structured settlement, hit up your girl Veronica with Catalina Structured Funding. She can get you your money when you need it most. Catalina Structured Funding is attorney owned and operated. So hit up your girl at 818-319-1581. Breaking news. Everybody listen up to this right here. All right, the Fed has lowered rates. If you own a home, now is the time to revisit the financing. And if you want to buy, revisit the approval process. Many of our listeners mistakenly believe the only way to buy a home is to have perfect credit or large down payment and to proceed to get into a bidding war on your favorite home. This isn't the case right here. The team at Prime Equity Mortgage has access to off-market inventory and access to 50-plus banks, plus their own bank. They have helped thousands of people in our community get their home and even help investors find ugly homes to flip. This is how home flippers buy their homes. Call my boy Andrew. See what he can do for you and your family. His phone number, his personal phone number, cell phone number, 626-825-6565. Looking for some good quality cannabis? I mean, killer quality cannabis. Hit the folks at Killa Kush. They specialize in bringing you the best quality available from OG to exotic. They got it all, baby. Hit them up for location on Instagram at Killa Kush _420. Looking for the best criminal defense attorney in the city of Los Angeles? Look no further. Doug Sherrod is our guy, and he can be your guy as well. Mr. Sherrod used to work in the federal prosecutor's office, and he was a district attorney for the city of Los Angeles. He didn't like the unfair politics on that side of the fence, so he's going to bat for individuals that have been wrongfully accused or just had a bad weekend. You can reach our criminal defense attorney, Mr. Doug Sherrod, at KingKongLawyer.com. KingKongLawyer.com. Orange County Stand Up. Go to Phenom is a lifestyle brand that's dedicated to supporting and inspiring individuals who are determined to achieve their dreams. We believe that no matter where you come from and what you've been through, with hard work and dedication, anything is possible. Please visit gutterphenom.com. Use exclusive code HOODSTOCKS20 to receive 20% off. Hey, they got the perfect apparel from dirt bike to cholo style. I mean, it's a cross in between the streets and the gangster shit. I mean, I love it, bro. I love it. All the apparel is made with the best material, the best t-shirts, jackets, everything, man. Top notch. GutterPhenom.com. Hey, if you like to shout out to my boy Danny, San Antonio, Texas. Hey, we're sponsored by La Conecta. Go to shoplaconecta.com. Hood Stocks will get you 20% off. Okay, hey, you guys need stickers, man. Everybody, if you ever received any of my stickers, Hood Stock stickers, this is our guy right here. His name's Graphic Joe, and you can reach him on Instagram at GraphicJoe_Hood Stocks. He got you taken care of. Hey, we're also sponsored by Kush Connect. These are my Armenian brothers out of Sun Valley. They delivering to San Fernando Valley, East Los, downtown LA, Hollywood. If you mention Hood Stocks to them, to this guy, no, that guy right there, there it is up there. Hey, losing my sense of direction. Where's my compass at, dog? You mention Hood Stocks, they're gonna fatten up the bag, dog. Free delivery, best product, best packaging. I mean, these guys are super legit, and I'm not going to lead you guys in the wrong direction. I back their product, and I back their delivery service, and I love the dudes as individuals. They're good guys. Call 1-888-420-4KUSH. Free delivery right now. Thank you. So you go through that process, and they send you to where do you at? What part of the LA County Jail do you go
to? MCJ, the old part of the county, not high power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And they throw you in that cell with the no light?
Yeah.
That's the first cell. What is that? Is that a 4-man cell? 6-man cell?
When it used to be a 6-man, they took the
one of the bunks out?
Yeah, one of the bunks out.
Oh, that's cool. That makes some more room for the guys then. Yeah. Why did they do that?
I think just from the overcrowding, and I mean, you remember back then when we had the 6-man cell with the 2 4 sleepers, I think
that shit was crazy, huh?
Yeah,
4 sleepers, bro?
Very crazy. Yeah. So I think like they did that because when I was there for the entire month, Wayside you have more program. In LA County MCJ, like you don't got shit coming. Like I was only getting 1 hour yard once a week.
Right now when you were there.
Yeah 1 hour.
Yeah, it's usually like that. Once a week you get out. You hope to get out. Yeah, you hope to get out once a week. So I don't think that program really hasn't changed. So you get to that cell and you have 3 other guys in there with you. Mm-hmm. Okay, and I mean, were they cool or what? One
older. The one old white guy that came down for the cold case, and there was some OG, a black dude, and a youngster that slept on top of him. Yeah, they're cool.
Cool, huh?
Majority on my tier is mostly Serranos, you know.
Yeah. They still mix everybody up together in the cell, right? Mm-mm. No. Oh, okay.
Yeah, all like if you're black, they're like the Bloods or the Crips. They're cell up with each other.
Oh, okay.
So my cell is just, I guess it's just mixed, but no one's affiliated with anything, you know?
Yeah. I think back in the day, if I remember correctly, they used to mix everybody up together.
Yeah, they did.
Or maybe I'm tripping. I don't know.
Maybe. I think you're right. When it's overcrowded, they did.
Yeah.
But this time they segregate because I noticed all the Hispanic cells. It's just they don't have mixed races in there. Because they asked me as soon as before they put me in the tank. From the little triage area where you go for get your X-ray and everything.
Yeah.
The officer was like, "Who you run with?" And I told him, "I'm Asian." You know what I mean? Like I don't only run my own kind. But he's like, "Oh, but who you sit with though?" Then I told him, before back then, like I'll sit with the blacks. So I guess you know what I mean. Like if it's divided, then I told him I don't want to like jump races, so I do sit with the blacks. So he said, "Okay." So I told him like I don't run with the blacks. I just sit there because there's only 2 sides for you to sit, either with the Hispanics or the black.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, usually back in the day, the others were running with the blacks.
Yeah, because Southside.
Or they were running themselves. I don't know.
Right.
I'm confused with the others sometimes. But most of the time, the Asians do sit like you said, with the blacks, right?
Because there's only 2 areas lucky for you to sit.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and
if you guys sit with us, then you guys got to run our program and shit.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
And so you guys, I've always like, you can do your own thing over here on this side. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. There you go. That makes sense. I think we're figuring this out. I've been in the county jail, dog, since... Shit, homie, I ain't been in LA County Jail since 2010. 2010 was the last time I was in LA County Jail. But damn, so I know I was kind of interested in, you talked about, hey, bro, I'm fresh out, this, that, the other. I was interested on having the conversation about the LA County Jail. And obviously, you know what I mean? You my boy too, dog, you know what I mean? Interested in seeing how everything's going. And since we've had you on previously, you know what I mean? Let's get an update on what's happening with Tiger. And so how was the meals right there, bro?
They give it to you now on paper tray.
Paper tray, huh?
It's not, remember before they give you on the plastic tray, right?
Yeah.
Now it's on paper tray. Stone cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, ice cold. You know, it's like little. It's I just throw it all out. It's unbearable. It's just still the same slop, but they can even cut your portion down now.
Cut the portion down, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah. They still got the fucking shit on shingles. No. That's been out, huh?
Yeah.
That's been out for a minute.
Everything I see and they serve me. There's days where they serve the same meal for 3 days straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breakfast or dinner or both?
Dinner, but your breakfast still the same: bologna or peanut butter or 2 hard boiled egg.
So it's a sack lunch, pretty much.
Sack lunch, yeah. Your breakfast and your breakfast and your lunch comes no more than 2 hours apart or some shit.
Yeah. And so you were in there for a month. So what'd you do in there for a month, bro?
Just nothing we can do. Lucky I can do it. Just lay down on your bunk. You know what I mean? I don't have no light, so I can't read. I can't do nothing. So besides, I was just kept calling home and asked my family like help me bond me out again. You know what I mean? So besides, I just sat there, just sat to myself. I tried to make spread in the dark, but that didn't come out too well because I can't see anything. You know? So you had to start over again. I had to start. Your trash is your treasure, right? So I had to save your milk carton so I can put my bar of soap in there to go take my shower when they racked the bars. So I had to start saving everything up again so I can do my time in there.
And you were saying that on where you were at, bro, it was fucking there was no quiet time, lights out.
No, yeah,
it was loud. It was loud 24/7.
Yeah. It's. Man, I usually thought after roll call they'll shut it down, but
They still do a roll call right there,
they still do roll call.
but it doesn't get shut down. Huh. I wonder if it's always been like that. I could have sworn that it used to be quiet time, but maybe it's always been like that.
Yeah. I for a whole month back there, I think I was just probably sleeping, like micro sleeping, just like every 10, 20 minutes, maybe getting a little few minutes shut eye in.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because they do their bar check every half an hour. So that alone is very loud. You can hear it when they rack the bars, they're walking, and then the normal people screaming on a tier. That LA County is still very old, so toilets are malfunctioning. Like on my sink in my cell, every time someone flushes, the sewage water is coming up out of the sink. So it smelled very horrible. Like you ever lucky ride your bike in your neighborhood? You go past the sewage, the caps, right? The little fumes coming up. That's how it smells like in my cell.
Wow. So that LA County, what is it? What is it called? MCJ, Men's Central Jail. Yeah, MCJ. There you go. Thank God for me being out the motherfucking loop, baby. God is good, baby. You know what I mean? Stay the course, Lucky. Don't fuck it up. I got kids to take care of. I ain't got no time for jail time, bro. You know what I mean? I got time for success and just greatness, Yeah. And here we are back on that road. Greatness, right, guys? But it sounds like that place needs to be shut down already, though, right? The place needs to be condemned, done with. Fucking, they need to get the wrecking, or do the explosives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bring that bitch down. I mean, that place has got a lot of fucking, man, if the walls could talk. LA County Jail, baby. If the walls could talk, man.
Yeah, so look, I'm surprised, like, just the trash alone, like, the porters doesn't even come in and take it out until, like, days later, So, at nighttime when I get off my bunk to, like, take a piss or something, like, you see at least a dozen cockroaches just scatter. They'll be crawling up. The worst part is because I call home, and whenever I speak to my family or my colleagues, like, I was like, I'll be like, oh, hold on, give me a few minutes. We're gonna smack this cockroach real quick. And they're crawling up the phone, up the wall, into my bed during the night, and I'm sleeping. So I'm scared, like them crawling inside my ears or my mouth. So I stuff a toilet paper in my ear, and I'll wet the rag and then just in my t-shirt, and I'll wrap it around my face so they can't get inside my nose or anything, you know.
So the cockroaches couldn't get inside your nose?
It scared me because one of the guys back there told me that one of them told me that they had to go into the emergency hospital because the cockroach went inside his ear and laid eggs inside. So I didn't want that. That alone made me. I mean, three things I'm scared of in life, right? Ghosts, the darkness, and bugs. So that already took two of my fears already, and sitting inside there with no light, the darkness, and the bugs too. So yeah, I couldn't sleep for shit.
That's crazy, bro. Having a cockroach crawl in your ear and lay eggs. That's scary as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
I don't ever remember there being cockroaches in LA County, bro. Not one time. Always Freeway Freddy's.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, back then there wasn't cockroaches.
There wasn't cockroaches, bro. Yeah. So that place is just... I mean, I'm sure there was, but it wasn't like that, bro.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that, like cockroaches everywhere, because, I mean, I remember that 100%. It was just nothing but Freeway Freddy's. Now, why is the place... Okay, it's infested with cockroaches. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you know, I've been in some traps that are fucking infested with cockroaches. I used to live in one that was infested with cockroaches. So it makes sense that it is infested with cockroaches. Did we mention that it's infested with cockroaches? No, but bro, like the place is, man, that place needs to just be, I'm telling you again, man, put explosives on that shit, you know, or turn into a museum, man. They'll make so much money. Hey, man, fucking LA, baby, turn that motherfucker into a museum, LA County Jail into a museum, and it would make so much money. People all around the world would come just to go and get a fucking tour in LA County Jail. Well, and then you can just add little stories, like real stories, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know? In this cell right here, we once had the bop, you know what I mean? Dude got, you know, killed, and, you know, I don't know. It could be a great amusement, attractive, whatever the fuck they call them, a museum, bro. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There you go. Overthinking it, luck. I've been sick all week, dog. I've been sick since Saturday. I'm good now though. I'm on the like verge of just like, all right, cool. I'm good
Flu?
now. Like a fucking something, bro. Might be COVID or something. Who knows, dog? Yeah, you good though, dog? You know what I mean? Asians don't get COVID though, bro.
I got it actually during COVID.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think to this day my taste it still hasn't returned back to normal.
Okay. Yeah. I thought they were just the ones that brought it here, bro. You know what I mean?
Well, remember how look at her like people were the old and the weak was passing away from, right? I can understand why. When I had it, I couldn't taste or smell shit.
Okay.
And then that alone made you lose an appetite already.
Yeah.
You know? Besides you going through the shivers, your bones are aching. So, and then I was scared for the longest. It took me 3 months. I timed it over 3 months for me to start getting a little bit of my sense of smell and taste back.
Yeah, I've had COVID a couple of times. I never had the part where you lose your taste and smell.
Yeah, that's pretty awful.
That's pretty that's pretty fucking crazy right there. But if you think while you were talking, I was thinking about it, and I cracked that dumb little joke about Asians don't get it, they just bring it here. I apologize about that. But
did you hear during COVID the sheriffs, they were pulling anyone that's Asian over because of like you said, because of COVID.
Oh, so they were trying to get some get back on them?
I remember
they were targeting them.
Yeah, if you have more than so and so individual in the car, they'll pull you over.
Yeah,
and they'll give you a ticket too. You know.
Oh shit! During the COVID.
Yeah.
Okay, because you weren't meeting the 6 foot spacing or some shit like that. I don't know.
Because remember, Trump was saying, like you said, like, oh, COVID came from China, right?
Yeah, the China disease or the
China disease. So if you're like, because I didn't have me, but all my friends or whoever I knew, they're telling me, like their mom, aunts, or uncle over there, like if the cops see you're Asian, they'll just pull them over. And then I drive around. I seen them, like I look into their cars. They they're in there by themselves, but they'll have rubber gloves all the way up to the sleeve, mask with the shield and everything inside the vehicle by himself. I'm like, are they only they're trying to make sure they don't infect themselves or?
Yeah, it's pretty. That was pretty common. That was to me. That was fucking hilarious, bro. To see people driving by themselves and just be fucking covered the fuck up.
Pull
like,
up,
you know what I mean? But you know, it is what it is. Talk about the anxiety and the level of paranoia that it brought to this country. Was just next level. You know, with the toilet paper missing. But I'll say this: Asians were wearing masks before COVID hit. I always see Asians wear masks, bro. You know. To think that I was gonna crack another fucked up joke. To think the ones that brought the China, what did Trump call it? The China. They brought the China disease over here. But anyways, it seemed like some of them are maybe ahead of their time in the sense of not wanting to breathe in what's in the air before COVID even. You know?
Pollution.
Yeah, maybe the pollution, just different things in the air. I mean, Asians are usually very healthy individuals. You know, their pigmentation, they look young forever. You know what I mean? But anyways, so you finally get out of the county jail, bro. You were there for a month. You get out. How did you get out from the county jail? You bailed out again?
Yeah, after, remember, lucky what happened with the people I thought were my friends, they cleaned me out. When I came home, some people, it's crazy, right? It'll be the last people that I would expect that will hit me up like, hey man, I heard what happened. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, are you okay? And so I have a new, like group of close friends, and then they was able to with my mom and my one of my my mom's brothers and my stepdad able to put together another group of funds for me, and then my stepdad co-signed for me to bring. Cali Plug actually was able to find me a bondsman. I think he worked with like Draco the Ruler or YG before he passed away, and then that guy actually did it because the original one, because the bail's so high, they need either collateral or this guy said I needed 3 co-signers, so he was able to do it with 1, and I just had to pay him a little bit more, and he got me out the day before I went to court.
Okay.
But it took 30 days to get that all together.
Well,
because the bond is $500,000. It's very high.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're out, brother, and I'm glad you're able to get that together, man. So what do you do moving forward now? You got this case, you're still fighting. You had one thing thrown out, the life sentence thrown out, bro. I mean, once you get this behind you, and however you get it behind you, if it's you having to, plead to a lesser charge, take a little time, I mean, you really, really need to take care of your freedom. It says freedom on your shirt, man. You got to take care of that, you got to wear it inside and not just outside, right?
Yeah, that's true.
You got to wear it on your heart,
Yeah.
But sometimes, when we grow up the way we grew up, sometimes we can slip up a little, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying you slipped up. I'm not, you have an open case and you're going to maintain your innocence until proven otherwise, right? And I don't know the ins and outs of your case, and so I'm not going to pass judgment. But at the end of the day, bro, we really got to watch the way we fucking move, man, in order to have a bright future. And also, too, this has been a big learning lesson for you in the sense of, the people that are around you, bro, the vultures, man, you know what I mean? The cockroaches in there and the cockroaches out here, right?
Yeah.
You turn the lights off and they fucking coming out, to fucking scrape up your crumbs and shit, dog.
Yeah.
Some bullshit, brother. Be careful, be safe, brother.
Yeah.
Is there anything else, bro, that you'd like to share with us before we end this podcast, bro?
No, I mean, look at that's pretty much
the gist of it, right?
Yeah.
And I wish you the best of luck, brother. Keep in touch. I know, homie hit me up when he was in the county jail. We chopped it up. And, I'm rooting for you, brother. I'm rooting for you, man. You know, anything that I've seen with you or the conversations we've had, you know, you've been solid, brother. You know what I mean? And you know, I value, you know, the brothers that are solid, and you know, just keep it on the up and up. And so far, you know what I mean, we've been good, and as far as I'm concerned, we'll always be good as long as we stand on those grounds, right? That's the way it goes, right? You know.
I feel like like I know unfortunate it may seem like, I feel like that had to happen. You know what I mean? Because remember, I know my mom raised me Christian. I'm not perfect. I still, you know what I mean? But after that first, when my uncle surrendered, like my bail, like everyone I know noticed that when I went in again, who actually cared for me showed it, right? Because remember when I had my one of my homies hit you up, like we were just waiting for after the court date, but just at the, I think almost at the last minute, I called Big Drew, one of Cali's colleague, and then he was just like, man, like it seemed like, you know, like Tiger hasn't caught a break, you know. He said, damn, after West Coast Custom, you know, they scammed me out of my damn car and shit, and then the incident from TJ, and then he knew about what happened with the burglarized too. So then he's like, man, like I think I have somebody out in mind that can help you out. So, and then we just went on crunch time. You know, like my homie from, you know, the one who was watching over my house, like you know, like he took him a whole week to gather all the funds together. But and then originally I was supposed to have some few co-stars, but then they end up having a second thought, you know, bailed out. So we end up get pushed back again. Every time when I try to push forward, get pushed back again.
Yeah.
And I'm literally about to like give up and all that other stuff. And then I don't know, like when I was telling when I even got the when I came home after the first time I bonded out. When I remember I told you, when I realized everything was done to me, like I almost about to like, you know, like take myself out, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't want it to, like, you know, like I'm saying, it hit me very hard and rock bottom.
Yeah.
I mean, those times was actually tough for me, right? Like, and I realized when I'm down, I do realize how you carry yourself or what decisions I had to make to continue moving on. That's where you test yourself as a man, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, yeah.
So,
that's funny. That's when, I mean, your darkest times and your lowest moments will determine like who you really are, bro. Like, you know, if you really that gangster, you really, you know, you're really hard, you're really strong. You know, or have you been pretending to be hard, pretending to be strong? Now you're in this predicament, and you're realizing, looking in the mirror and saying, "Fuck, I'm really fucking soft." You know what I mean? You know, it separates the men from the women. You know what I mean? The strong from the weak. You know, and there's gonna be some women right now listening to this, and they're gonna throw their motherfucking hot pocket at the screen, and they're gonna be like, "We are equals," you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I got a dick and balls. You got bop, bop, some nice titties. But then they got the trannies. No, I'm just fucking around. But, you know, it really just separates, you know what I mean? You'll find out who you really are. You know what I mean? Some people, you know, have to learn the hard way. And regardless if, you know what I mean, you always got to, you come to that point, you're learning the hard way.
Yeah, and then as I want to look at Sherrod, I feel like for all of us, we have to suffer in life, right?
Yeah.
Because if you don't suffer in any, I feel like because I was telling myself that the day when I came home when I met Claudia, if things have been so easy for me, everybody, you know, I have a handout, whatever, can I say I will be where I'm at today, speaking to you to this day?
Yeah.
Right? I don't think so. Things would have been differently for me. You know, I feel like it had to happen for that reason. So, and I could go back so many countless times. Even when I was in there doing my time, after I told my mom, my brother, they all went in, like, that was the first one. When they all went in, my girlfriend left me, I was already like, that's it, I can't live no more. You know, like, how I'm supposed to go on? How am I gonna even survive in there? Like, I don't have no money to even go to the store, to eat, or nothing. I was already, like, barely getting by eating out of trash can, you know, the cops throwing their food away or stealing bread and extra milk from the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
So even every time when something bad happens, I'm hitting rock bottom. Just when I'm 99% about to like give up, it's hanging on to that just like try to hang on to the last hope.
Yeah.
Things take a turn, right? You still have to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, maybe you should start. I don't know if you pray. You said you were raised Christian, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you need to start leaning towards, God, faith, prayer, power, prayer, scripture. You know what I mean? Sometimes when everything else is failing around you, you need to reach out to the basics, the manual of life, which is the Bible. And that's how I feel. I always do it. Yeah. I mean, and sometimes God be like, all right, look at this fool. He getting busted. He about to shoot me a motherfucking wheel out right now. And I'm like, hell yeah, I am, bro. You already know how to do this. Every time I fucking get busted, I'm going to holler at you and be like, hey, bro, what can you do for me? I mean, that's just, I'm human. You know what I mean? That's what we do. You know what I mean? We reach out to our father, right? We reach out to our mother, grandmother, grandpa. We reach out to our elders, and sometimes our maker, Jesus Christ. But anyways, brother, thank you so much for coming through. I wish you the best of luck, dog. You know what I mean? Everybody give it up for Tiger. Keep him in your prayers, man. How can they reach out to you, bro? If they want to just show you some support what you're doing, how can people reach out to you, brother? On Instagram, is that the best way?
Yeah, the best
way.
way.
So what is your Instagram?
SavvyTiger.ent.
Okay, there it is right there. We love you guys, man. We are out of here. Appreciate you. Wow.